Yo, welcome back to Buddha Bets, guys. I hope you guys had an awesome week. We're going into week 4. But before I go into week 4 picks, I'm just going to go over some of the week 3s. Let's see here. Only one loser. So 13 out of 14, 93%, 88% year to date. Only one I lost on was that Marshall game, and they got wrecked by Akron. We found out that they can't stop the air attack from Akron, so that's a good thing to notice. So next time Marshall ever plays a team that's really good in the air, probably fade them or bet against them. So the other only 2 games that are pretty close to losing was the Arizona State game. I think that they were looking ahead to play California at home. They were a 22-point favorite. That's what you have to look for, right? Your next game and their mental state for the game for the time being there. And the other one was Georgia Southern, almost losing to ULM. They're weak against the air attack, but they do have a strong ground game, and they pulled out in the end there. Good to know that they can't stop the air attack as well. Let's get into week 4 picks here. Most of the games this week are actually away, which I'm not a big favorite for away games because home advantage for college football is huge. It's a bigger advantage than NFL. Just more rowdy crowd and more emotions running into the young kids compared to pro football, right? So they can get in their heads there. So yeah, definitely a lot tighter matchups this week than last week's or any previous weeks. I do like these games here. I also included their next games for each of the teams, so you can I think that's really important so you guys can see who they're playing next, and if a good team's going to be playing a bad team this week, but they're playing a good team next week, they might be looking ahead and not cover or maybe even lose a game this week. So that's very important to look at and see where their mental state is at that point. Another thing is I did include the ATS spread and over-unders into my picks. It's at the very end of the video, so if you guys want to check that out, I have put that in as well. I just didn't have time to do that this week. Clemson with a big winner today. That was actually going to be one of the games that I was going to put in the video, but I didn't have enough time to do it, so my bad there. But they did win by a big margin as expected, and they did show us that they woke up last week and it carried through this week here, so that's really good. Another thing, Clemson is starting to roll, and they usually have a slow start. Even last season they had a slow start even though they were undefeated, but they didn't score many points in the beginning of the season. That's a good thing to notice. I noticed that last season and this season. They are a solid team, and it looks like they stopped trying to score after the half point, and their defense just completely walked over Georgia Tech there. So, well, that's the difference between a good team and a bad team. One of the things you guys should notice is if they have good air defense or good ground defense, you can work that into your plays too. If they're playing a team that has good ground defense and you have a great air attack but no ground, that's good, all right? So one of the things that you should always look at is the stats and what type of team they are. And someone like Alabama would be versatile, right? So they can attack in the air and they can rush. So just keep an eye on that. But yeah, here are my picks for week 4. Hope you guys enjoy. I'll catch you guys next time. If you have any questions or comments, just leave them below and I'll get back to you. And don't forget to subscribe.
A crucial early season Atlantic Division showdown between top 10 teams. The Louisville Cardinals now favored at kickoff in their home stadium against the second-ranked Florida State Seminoles. Jackson keeps it. Gets blocks on the edge. Jackson navigates in for his second touchdown. Just get the snap away. Francois fires. Slant. Touchdown. Auden Tate. Huge play here. And Jackson from the pocket flips it over the middle. Wide open for a touchdown is Jalen Smith.
Dedicating himself to the pass game. He's a different guy.
On 2nd and 1, delivers from the pocket. Ball caught. Somehow it gets through traffic, and Quick is off and running, knocked out inside the 5.
McFadden is right there. He actually tips the ball up into the arms.
Put it between the knees. Jackson rolls out and just waltzes into the end zone. A hat trick of rushing touchdowns in the first half. Crucial possession. Tyler gets a good boot away with the wind at his back. Chases Alexander back deep, but he's got some running room. Look out into the secondary, off and running. And Louisville with a special teams touchdown pads the lead. Jair Alexander. Jackson, look out. Makes a cut. Why not spin in for another touchdown? Unbelievable.